Magical Beasts and Where to Find Them is a really fun movie that kind of has terrible writing. Let's talk about that. If you're a big Harry Potter fan, you're probably gonna go see Magical Beasts and Where to Find Them. And you should. It's a really fun, great movie. It's got everything you could ask for as a Harry Potter fan. It's written by JK Rowling, it's got great effects, it's got funny British people, it's got magic and wands and magical beasts. So, what's my problem? Well, it's kind of got one major world-building flaw. And that's the word no-maj.
The no-maj.
The what?
No magic. The non-wizard.
Sorry, we call them muggles.
Let me explain. Magical Beasts and Where to Find Them takes place in North America as opposed to jolly old England. And this means that there's a slightly different culture going on. Instead of saying muggles, they say no-maj to denote non-magical humans. And this is a problem for two reasons. One, no-maj is stupid sounding. It sounds like something a middle schooler came up with to sound cool to differentiate themselves from their classmates. I don't know, it sounds awful. But two, it contradicts the world building of the movie itself.
I know that you have rather backwards laws about relations with non-magic people. That you're not meant to befriend them, you can't marry them, which seems wildly absurd to me.
Then marry him.
Now, if you're familiar with the movie in general, there's already some controversy with the world building. There's this question of, did JK Rowling do enough research into Native Americans? Is this cultural appropriation for her explanations of their kind of magic? She's got some details about the Salem witch trials wrong. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is that the world itself is built as one where wizards are terrified of normal humans. Throughout the movie, they're repeatedly saying, if they find out that we're wizards, we're gonna have to go to war. And nobody wants to go to war. And they're not entirely wrong either. The movie shows that there are some groups of people that definitely suspect wizards are around. The problem with this is if you were out in public and these people heard you talking about muggles, they'd probably just say you had some sort of weird racial hang-ups and that was a normal slur. But if someone suspected magic exists and they heard you talking in public about no-mages, which is just short for no magic, they might put two and two together, and then you'd have to go to war. And that's my problem. The common term for non-magical humans in the place in the wizarding world most afraid of non-magical humans will clue in non-magical humans that they're not magical because the term is literally no magic. That's terrible writing. That's terrible writing. It's kind of part of my bigger problem with Harry Potter and JK Rowling. Harry Potter is a really robust world. This whole wizarding world that JK Rowling built has a deep history, it has all these different characters, it has all these different rules in England. And in England, those are all really well fleshed out. But the North American thing just doesn't seem fleshed out by comparison. And it ties into, again, my problem with JK Rowling, which is I think people love her too much. And they mean well, but take books 1 through 4. Harry Potter books 1 through 4 are phenomenal. Book 5 is a steep decline in quality, in my opinion, and it read like Harry Potter fan fiction written by the author herself. And I think this is because Harry Potter's author got so popular that people stopped editing her. But even the best writers can benefit from someone saying, you know, maybe this doesn't work. Maybe we can have a better term than no-maj. This is even more frustrating when you look into the history of why JK Rowling chose the word muggle in the first place. It was kind of clever. Mug, as in a term for someone easily gullible or someone foolish, and then gull was added just to kind of make it cute and funny. Muggle had an etymological history, a meaning for how it might come about. You know, wizards used to just say, oh, that mug, and then they might have, over time, it turned into something. But no-maj just seems comparatively so uncreative. No magic. And it's as an American, I kind of feel like we would have a better insult for non-magical people than that, but mostly it just contradicts the world they have there. You wouldn't have an obvious term for someone you're trying to keep a secret from that has that secret embedded in the term. And I think that bad writing is a real disservice to the new world they're building in the new movie, because the movie was really fun. With the exception of that term, it seemed like it had a pretty fleshed out world and something I'd really be interested in learning more about. But hanging over it was every time a wizard spoke of a human, it was no-maj, this uncreative term that kind of almost drew me out of the world, because I know that JK Rowling's a better writer than that, and I know that the editors of the movie are better writers than that. The producers, someone could have come along and said, maybe we should just use muggle, or change muggle into a more American type, like American version, like how we spell color one way and British spells color the other way. Maggle, Moogie, I don't know. Or maybe they could have just stolen from Fables, which is a great comic book series, by the way, which non-magical people are just called mundanes. Or mundies, you know? And that's so much better and maybe even more fitting of America. But overall, I'm just sort of disappointed that this term kind of contradicts what else there is in the story. What do you think? Is no-maj a stupid term, or does it make sense? Am I crazy, or do the movie guys make a mistake? Let me know what you think in those comments, or you can hit me up on Twitter at Seaniccus. You'll probably win if you hit me up in an argument, though, because I'm not actually that big of a Harry Potter fan. I just like movies with magic. Until next time, I'm Seaniccus. Have a great week.